My name is Lauren Elkins. It is December 6th, and this is my persuasion speech on gay marriage, legalizing it. Hanging out, show my audience. Okay. You find the person you want to spend the rest of your life with. You ask them to marry you and they say yes. There's only one catch. They are the same sex as you. Being in a committed, loving relationship that is recognized with legal rights should not only be the right of a heterosexual. I have many homosexual friends who have committed partners and even have a few children. And although they have committed their lives to being a family, the law does not recognize their union. Human nature demands love, understanding, and mutuality. Human nature does not only include heterosexuals, and all humans need the comfort of partnership. In the next few minutes, I will explain why the rights of heterosexuals will not be restricted in any way if the federal government recognizes all marriage or partnerships as civil unions, giving all of these unions the same rights as those currently held by marriage. Let's take a look at how the law is as it stands today. The problem is that many Americans still don't understand the legal reasons for the push of same-sex legalization for marriage. And they see it mainly as a moral issue instead of a legal one. As the law reads now, legal marriage grants many rights, 1,138 of them. These rights are granted in such diverse areas as Social Security, taxation, military and employee benefits, immigration, and conflict of interest. In specific, non-married partners will not receive Social Security or military survivors' benefits, and they may not be covered in employer health care programs and are not protected from testifying against their spouse in a court of law. These are all rights that are granted to married couples. Now that we see that there's a problem, let's see how we can solve it. The solution is abolishing the religious right of marriage as it pertains to the law, and instead offering a legal partnership for everyone. The issue of morality is the main roadblock for many Americans. This is often the result of a Christian upbringing or other religious upbringing. We as Americans have a separation of church and state written into our federal law, yet we are allowing the teachings of some religions to limit the rights of our citizens. In an interview with a gay rights enthusiast, I was given an inside look into the discrimination she faces on a daily basis and her struggle with the moral issue of marriage. She feels that the Christian morality is the main sticking point for many logical Americans to discriminate against their fellow man and woman. We need to remove the religious aspect from the legality of the partnership of marriage, and to truly separate church and state, we need to remove the stigmatic term marriage, which holds religious attachment, and instead make all marriages domestic partnerships. This would give all legal adult partnerships the same rights without any religious meaning. These new partnerships would have the same legal rights as marriage, but would be separate from moral issue. Let me show you where this has worked somewhere else. Vermont was the first U.S. state to legalize same-sex civil unions in the year 2000. These new partnerships granted state legal rights to any same-sex couple that entered into one. The court ruling this monumental case summed up the important issues of separation of church and state. Granting equal rights to homosexuals arouses deeply felt religious, moral, and political beliefs. The issue before the court, moreover, does not turn on the religious or moral debate over intimate same-sex relationships, but rather the statutory and constitutional basis for the exclusion of same-sex couples from the secular benefits and protections offered to married couples. In this statement, it's clear that the Vermont Supreme Court has recognized the importance of maintaining a separation between secular and religious issues. This law, granting civil unions, caused a huge uproar among the people of Vermont. A backlash quickly emerged with the slogan, "Take Back Vermont." And some homosexual residents stated, "Anti-gay propaganda harps on claims that gay men and lesbians are out to convert children and spread homosexuality." Clearly, these beliefs are not about civil rights, they're more about discrimination. And if you do look at your handout, you'll notice how many states are red, and that's where it's legal to discriminate against the LGBT community. So you can pretty much get denied a hotel room, you can get denied service at a restaurant. Just if they don't like you, they will do it. So, I mean, Not necessarily, but it's legal. Eventually, in 2009, Vermont legalized same-sex marriage. And this step fully granted same-sex couples all the rights of marriage, including the title. This battle for same-sex marriage support could have been avoided had our government separated church and state before this became such a heated moral issue. Removing the religious and therefore moral aspect of same-sex marriage legalization and granting the same civil union to all couples, regardless of sex, would have avoided the moral debate that took 9 years to settle. And as you have seen, the rights given to married couples should apply to committed same-sex couples as well. Removing the religious and moral issues associated with marriage will make the debate about legal rights less emotional and more logical. Write to your congressmen and talk to your friends and colleagues, and let's work towards a more equal legal partnership for all adults. Together we can educate our community and leaders to understand the legal rights that all committed couples should enjoy. That is all. Pan the audience one more time. Oh yeah, yourself. That's important.
Close up. Okay. That was exactly 6 minutes.